The elevator doors slid open on the 42nd floor, and Emma's heart pounded louder than the city traffic below. She adjusted the baby carrier strapped to her chest, whispering, "Please, Lily, just stay quiet for 10 minutes, okay?" Her interview with Maxwell Grant, the CEO of Grant Technologies, was in 5 minutes, and this was her only shot. Emma had been up all night rehearsing answers and printing her resume on borrowed printer paper. She was a single mother, out of work for months, surviving on hope and instant coffee. But today could change everything, if her baby didn't cry. When she entered the sleek glass office, she instantly felt out of place. Polished marble floors, minimalist furniture, and a skyline view that screamed success. Behind a mahogany desk sat Maxwell Grant himself, mid-40s, sharp suit, unreadable eyes. He looked up from his laptop, his tone neutral. "You must be Emma Collins." "Yes, sir." She froze as Lily whimpered. The sound echoed in the silent room. Emma's heart sank. "I'm so sorry," she blurted. I brought my baby. The sitter canceled last minute, and I didn't want to miss this interview." Maxwell stared at her for a moment that felt like forever. Emma prepared for the polite dismissal, the sympathetic smile, the "we'll call you." Instead, Maxwell stood up, walked toward her, and said softly, "May I?" Before she could respond, he gently lifted Lily into his arms. The baby looked up at him, blinked, and giggled. Maxwell smiled, a rare, genuine one that surprised even himself. "She's got a strong grip," he said as Lily clutched his tie. Emma's jaw dropped. She likes silk," she stammered, unsure whether to laugh or cry. Maxwell motioned for her to sit. "Let's talk," he said, still bouncing the baby slightly on his arm as if he'd done it 1,000 times before. As the interview began, something unexpected happened. Emma relaxed. Her voice steadied. She spoke about marketing strategies, customer empathy, and rebuilding brand trust. Maxwell listened closely, occasionally smiling at Lily's quiet coos. The intimidating aura of the CEO faded, replaced by something warmer, human. Halfway through, Lily reached for Maxwell's watch, her tiny fingers fascinated by its shimmer. He chuckled. "You know," he said, "I used to bring my son to meetings just like this when my wife was in the hospital. No one was very understanding back then." His tone softened, the memory clearly lingering. "But I learned that life doesn't pause for business. We just learned to carry both." Emma's eyes glistened. She hadn't expected empathy from a man who appeared to have everything. "That must have been hard," she said quietly. "It was," Maxwell replied, handing Lily back gently. "But it also reminded me why compassion belongs in leadership." The rest of the interview flowed naturally, more a conversation than a test. When it ended, Maxwell stood and said, "Emma, we'll be in touch very soon." She thanked him, holding Lily close as she turned to leave. But before the elevator doors closed, Maxwell called out, "Wait!" Emma turned, her heart racing. "Do you have reliable child care?" he asked. She hesitated. "Not always." "I'm working on it." He nodded thoughtfully. "Then we'll make sure you can." "You're hired." "Part-time remote to start?" Emma gasped. "Are you serious?" Maxwell smiled again, that same rare warmth in his eyes. "You've got talent, Ms. Collins, and your daughter has good taste in ties." Tears blurred Emma's vision as she whispered, "Thank you. You don't know what this means." As the elevator descended, Lily squealed happily. Emma kissed her forehead, whispering, "We did it, baby." Upstairs, Maxwell stood by the window, watching the city lights flicker on. For the first time in years, he smiled. Not the practiced smile of a CEO, but one that came from remembering what really mattered.